righty, that would be the house.
Oh, yeah.
Yay. Actually, pretty nice.
I was so excited when I came up, Craig. My goodness.
Okay, first thing I've got, I'm not too sure how much HOA takes care of the front landscaping, sprinklers, and that kind of stuff. I do have a couple of the valves out there that are the drip valves, and they are both leaking for the front. Where they're leaking at is at the cap at the end here. You'll notice on a drip valve, the type of sprinkler valve that's made for a drip system, there's a black canister that goes down at about 5 inches long, and you can unscrew that thing. And when you take it off, that's where you put the fertilizer in. And they actually make a fertilizer that's a dissolvable fertilizer, and you put it into that cartridge, and then it's a little sleeve that goes inside of this plastic cartridge. Anyway, and you can put the dissolvable fertilizer in there, and then when it shoots the water out to the plants, it fertilizes all the plants for you. You don't have to fertilize anything. Yeah. But those darn caps on the end of those fertilizer things that are actually at the valves, they're all leaking. So I'm just not too sure if HOA does. I know you don't have much in the backyard, but just not sure about the HOA. Yeah, the dogs have chewed up a little bit of the jam in the garage. Yeah, you saw that where the garage was. Yeah, they chewed it all up with their paws. Plus, also the insulation for the weather stripping got damaged. This is the type that has it's a little V-shaped piece of rubber, and then there's a hard piece that kind of goes off of that, and that shoves into a slit all the way around the wood of the frame of the door. Home Depot now sells it. Used to have to go to door companies to get it, but now actually Home Depot and Lowe's sell it.
Put some kind of something to protect that when they notice that the dogs were doing that. I'm just seeing
they didn't. I don't know. Okay, this picture here, on top of the water heater, there's a little tank. It's called an expansion tank, and basically it just keeps the pipes from banging in the house. Well, or from back pressure. What happened where they screwed that tank on, you can see it started to leak, and it leaked pretty good for a while until it built up enough corrosion. Now the corrosion stopped the leak. Problem is the corrosion is going to eat right through the pipe eventually. So pretty much this really should be taking it off. Take like one of those hard bristle brushes and bristle the whole thing really good, get it all cleaned, and then dope the threads back up, put it back on again.
Oh, all right.
Any plumber could do this. It's pretty simple. But you can see the amount of corrosion. It was leaking down here, but it leaked long enough, it got a bunch of rust on it, and it finally stopped the leak.
Excuse me.
I don't know, what a dusty here, I tell you. Okay, next picture I've got. Our lovely water heater in the garage. Basically, code says that your vent pipe coming off the water heater must continue uphill all the time. It can't do a loop and come downhill.
We gotta fix that.
Honestly, that could make the water heater go boom. It really could.
Oh, wow.
It's almost as if maybe they had too much of this. It should have done a nice, smooth, even, straight across and up, and they had so much pipe left over from the flexible stuff that they had to go up. So that may need to be cut off and shortened a little bit. But anyway, yeah. So that, I mean, if you were to say, you know, I'd rather ask for a health and safety problems on the house, that would definitely be a health and safety. Oh, so you can see it back here. There's the water heater. That's that white expansion tank on the top with the pipe right there that was leaking. So that's where the leak is at, right there.
It goes down like that.
So that's what it looks like. What's that?
It goes down, actually.
Yeah, isn't that weird? It's almost like they had too much or something. But anyway, so
they tied it up too tight.
Yep. Did you see the buttons on the oven?
I did.
Yeah, somebody got a little worn on those poor guys.
And I noticed that the oven is warm. It doesn't.
I tried.
Oh, you were doing it?
Yeah, that's me.
I thought maybe I said, "Oh my goodness,
but that's somebody that really likes to push. Not push somebody's buttons, but push the oven's buttons. Yeah.
I looked at that.
How do you wear off the entire buttons?
Someone really is into the kitchen.
Into it, I guess.
And in the stove, the top of
20 times a day, maybe. I don't know. But anyway, so
this is beat up.
Obviously, the only way to fix that is a whole new control panel, which is about $280 plus the labor to put it in. So
would we just get a brand new stove?
But yeah,
as far as I'm concerned,
look at the top of it. Even the top of it.
The top one's really warm.
The cleaners inside.
Yeah.
I
is
know.
that weird?
Oh God.
How can it be that warm on the control panel? I don't get it. Yeah. Anyway, so obviously we got some damage there. Next is just to the right of the oven, you have a drawer, and then the door down below it. And that door down below right there, if you try to open that door up, the whole thing falls off because the hinge right here snapped. It actually broke. It's just a piece of metal, and they broke the metal on the hinge.
I tried the doors and I didn't try that one.
Yep.
All right.
Anyway, that's just broken.
Mm-hmm.
I do have a couple windows, one up in the master bedroom facing the street, and then also this breakfast nook window. Down the sides, these are the type that are called single hungs. They actually slide up and down.
Mm-hmm.
That spring on the side actually broke. There's a string, connects to a spring, and that string broke. So,
all right.
yes, they can be replaced. They're $28 a pop plus the labor to put them in. They're not that rough and tough. It's just you have to have the right tools.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, both Craig and I both have guys that can do it. So if it need to be that the sellers won't do it, it's pretty easy. But right now, those windows, of course, won't stay up. They just fall right back down again.
Oh, no.
So that one, and there's a couple in the master bedroom, but only one of them had the broken spring. All right, and this is the left master sink. The drain, this is the chrome cover that goes around at the drain cover, you know, the little thing for the drain stopper. All of this is broken completely off. I don't know how they did that, but this needs a whole new, it's actually about 6 inches long and has the round part with the little drain stopper that goes up and down. And you can buy that separate. It needs a whole new one. I mean, now the pipes underneath with the P-trap and back to the wall is all good. It's just from the bottom of the sink down about 6 inches. And that piece is easily bought at Home Depot and Lowe's, so, but it does need a new one. Master toilet room. Not quite sure why the whole light socket, it's actually the canopy part and where the light bulb goes in completely dropped out of the ceiling. It's just dangling by the wires.
Now that's interesting.
So I'm not sure what's up with that one.
To install something else up
Yeah,
there?
I'm wondering. There's normally little springs. There's two little V-shaped springs that you kind of push them together. They go up into the slit and then they pop back out again when you put them in. I don't know if that broke or what, but anyway, so that whole light is actually falling down. Master bathtub, just where the tub spout comes out, where it actually connects to the wall. It needs to have some caulking around it. It's open. But that all said, it doesn't matter. That whole entire tub spout off the master tub shower has to be replaced. At the end of the tub spout, there's that little piece that you grab and pick it up, and that shoves the water up to the shower head. It won't go up and down anymore. It actually broke now, and so you get shower only. That's all you get right now.
Oh wow! I was going to say it's no water in the bathtub. Just
you can't get the tub thing to shoot. So that whole entire spout with a little pull-up part that just needs to be replaced. The problem is the depth of the pipe coming out has to be looked at, because all the pipes sticking out, they can stick out 2, 2.5, 3, 3.5, and all the pins. So you have to buy the actual tub spout that has that depth for the pipe. So you have to buy one that's made for a 3-inch or a 2.5 or a 2. It depends on how far the pipe sticks out. So it's not like you just run down to Home Depot, grab one of those and put it on. Your chance of getting right the first shot is almost impossible. Now this was kind of cool. Right now, the entire heating and air conditioning system, the furnace is up in the attic. This is the plenum. You can see the ducts here coming off of it to blow the air through the house. What the guy did, and the contractor did anyway, they put the box on the end for the plenum, and instead of just running all the ducts out for upstairs and downstairs, they actually split the box in half. So the box actually has a wall in it. So this half, those pipes all go to the downstairs. This half of the box, they all go to the upstairs.
Oh, simple and makes sense.
It was set up very nicely for what's called a split zone system, where you have a computer and you can have a thermostat upstairs, thermostat down. So when you go to bed at night, you can turn the downstairs thermostat off. The door goes, there's a door. That's what that is right there. That's a servo drive motor. It actually turns the door, shuts it off, and now only the air goes upstairs, nothing downstairs.
I like that.
So
lower
your energy bill is
everything,
great.
Yes.
Normally, no, I asked a couple different heat and air companies. Butler was one of them, and another company. How much do you guys charge when this is already in, the box is already in, ready to go, and it's already been separated, just to put the computer in and the other thermostat? And they said it ranges, depending upon the size, between $700 and about $900 to finish it. It's $1,000 if the box isn't in, but the box is already in and the dampers are already installed. So all they do is they take this little cover off, and there's a little servo drive motor with 2 wires on it, and they pop that on the top of it.
So right now it's just one thermostat that would operate.
One does the whole house.
The whole house.
Which is right around the corner right here.
All right.
Kitchen. So if down the line you decided to upgrade a little bit and do a split zone system with a thermostat up and down, it is about 75% already done.
Oh, all right. That's good to know.
Okay,
Because
just-
that would make a
it's
difference
a little bit of money,
with the
but-
bill.
It really saves on the bill, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the dog's walking back and forth on the air conditioner in the backyard has so much dog hair on the side of it, it's not able to breathe really good.
Ooh.
Somebody needs to go out with a hose and a spray nozzle and just shoot all of that hair off. It's jammed on there.
Mm.
Yeah, that really, really badly.
So
needs
it's
to be-
making that work harder.
Real hard.
Making the bills.
Mhm. So that
Oh,
definitely needs
boy.
to be cleaned.
Yes.
Fence gate, where it latches onto the gate, or it's supposed to go into the latch is down here. It's missing, so you have to actually pick the whole gate up to get it to close.
Mm.
Yeah.
So they haven't. It hasn't been secure.
No, they got a stick at an angle right now to hold the
Oh,
gate
all
closed.
right.
Yeah.
I wonder how they prevent their dogs being taken.
That's how they do it. They keep a little stick up against the gate. But anyway, okay, that's it on the pictures. Let me just quickly. I don't know that there's much
I
else
did
in the
notice
report.
that there's a hole in the screen here. In the
Yeah,
screen.
that'll
It's
be
not
on my
flush.
interior
that's on
page
your
coming
exterior.
up.
All
Yeah,
right.
you betcha. Let's see here. Exterior driveway and sidewalks. I don't have any cracks. Have them in the next door neighbor, but I didn't have any loose fence posts either, which kind of surprised me. Yeah, neighbor's driveway does have a couple, but anyway. Let's see here. And then as far as exterior walls, it's great. No major cracks or anything in the stucco. A little bit of wood trim way up at the top. There's a little wood up there, which is interesting. The rest of the house is all stucco. Didn't see any dry rot. Of course, I don't probe as much as pest and termite does, but still, I kind of like to take a peek. Well, yeah, you don't really have a chimney that I can find since there's no fireplace. Let's see here. Sprinklers in the front. Basically, the only thing I've got there will be the valves out front, which I believe may be HOA's
I'm thinking,
valves.
yeah. I think I looked on that list. I think that's a part of
Okay,
their.
because if it is, then you'll need to contact
Yeah,
them and let them
yeah.
know you've got some leaks out there in the
Yeah.
front yard. But anyway, just let them know. And then the foundation A+. No problems on the foundation.
that's
Shifting,
really
cracking,
great.
bulging, nothing. Great. As far as the roof goes, I was able to look at the entire first story. There was no crack, broken, or out of place on the first story. Second story would be very difficult because the pitch is so straight up and down. Walking on it's going to be a nightmare. I don't know. Even the roofing guys probably won't do it. All I can do is visualize it from the street, which is about 1/3 of it. I can't see all of it, unfortunately. I don't see any issues. I don't know in this subdivision if you own the roof, and if you get a cracked tile or out of place tile, it's your responsibility to pay for it, or does the HOA take care of the tile roofs?
That's the question to ask.
So yeah, you're buying the place, so I'm not sure if HOA would take care of the tile roof or not. They may own, the person in the house may own the roof, and
I think, I don't know.
all problems with it. Yeah,
Our home
It's
is
not a condo. So
true. So they may, you may have to
our,
run the bill for
yeah.
whatever.
Somebody up on top of the roof?
I just can't get on the second story. It's too, they take those triple
and our
ladders.
homeowner's insurance agent asked if it was a tile, if
Concrete
it was
tile.
concrete or so it's
Yeah,
concrete.
it
tile.
is concrete tile.
They said the other one, the clay tile, is more expensive.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, no, this
So
is
it's
straight concrete. Yeah. So that would be something I suppose you could have somebody come out and take a look. Like most of the roofing companies come out for free. They're like roof doctors and some of those guys. They come out free of charge and look at the whole roof. I don't know at this steep if they'd walk it though. They would probably just use the binoculars and see what they could see.
But from what you could just
From the
see,
first
it
story,
seemed like it's
I don't
pretty
see any
good.
reason to worry about it.
Alright.
Got great water pressure, 62 pounds of pressure. That's awesome.
Ooh.
Also, the water lines in the house are not copper. They're PEX plastic, which are great. That's what everybody uses now.
Oh,
All your Del Webb, Sun City, all those kind of places are only plastic piping. There's one company that we got to watch for that has some defective pipe the way they were being made, but not this company.
Oh,
This
great.
is straight Aquapex, which is good stuff, and no problems at all with this plastic pipe. You'll notice on the back wall of the garage, when you step out in the garage, if you turn around and look at the back wall, there's this rectangle plastic kind of a somewhat looking door, and you slide the door up and it comes off. In that is the entire manifold where all of your hot and cold water lines come in. Every single sink, like it'll say kitchen, hall bath, half bath, so if you wanted to turn off just the hot water to the half bathroom only, where that comes in, there's a key. You put the key on it and turn the key and it will shut the water off
That is
just
so
to that one
simple.
location and nowhere
Yeah.
else. You can itemize each one of them, which is great. Yeah,
That
this-
is great.
they don't always do
my-
that.
I know.
So
Wow.
that's what is behind that door is all your shutoffs for every one of the water lines in the house. The water heater, just the two items really was the corrosion on top of the thing where it was leaking up there at the expansion tank. And let's see. Oh, and that vent piping kind of up, it goes down, it goes back up again.
Which is very serious and important. Yeah.
Just got to keep going uphill the whole time. Let's see here. As far as the heater furnace, it's a 60,000 BTU furnace, which is the right size for this house. Had no problems with that. Gosh, it'll cook you out of here. It's pretty nice on this one anyway. No problems with the ducts or anything in the attic. They were all connected still. However, upstairs in the ceiling is the grill where you put the new filter in. They haven't changed the filter, I don't think, in about 3 years. The filter is so packed. The filter is in a half round. It is sucked up so much. It's a half round now.
They never cleaned the filter?
I don't think they've ever changed it.
Oh my.
Talk about killing your poor system, your bills.
Really?
The problem with that is when they all that stuff gets stuck with, especially these dogs, it gets stuck up in the.
It gets stuck, and it doesn't suck much air through the system. You don't get much out, so.
Man, I was going.
It's
better
to just taking it out.
Yeah, it really would be at this point the way it is. It's ruining the system.
Work on the system.
Man.
AC though, no problems on that. It has the right gauge of wire, the right size fuses, so everything was okay on that.
You gotta clean those every 6 months.
Yeah.
I know. I've been on.
Actually,
did ours every year.
Every time you change the time, you change the batteries in your filter and
Pretty
your
much the same one. Yep.
filter and your batteries and your smoke detectors.
Yeah. Our filter was pretty heavy with just a year changing, so I can imagine 3 years and the dogs.
Okay, the other thing, of course, is the air conditioner out there definitely needs to be cleaned.
Yeah.
Get the dog hair off of it, just blow it off with a
Are they
spray
peeing on
nozzle.
it?
No, didn't see any of the fins. Yeah, so the fins looked okay, unless it's underneath all that hair, but I didn't see any damage to the fins. Yeah, we've had that happen where the dogs pee on the outside of the air conditioner and starts just disintegrating.
Goodness.
Yeah, it does. As far as the electrical panel, it's a 125 amp panel. Had no problems in it. The whole entire house, by the way, is all copper. There's no aluminum wiring in this house. All the branch circuits are all copper. Really, really nice. Yeah, nobody's jerry-rigged anything in there. Then I've already got, oh, thank you so much. Light lens missing at the first bedroom. You know, it's just up in the ceiling. There's a glass cover that goes on it. Oh, it's gone. I don't know if somebody hit it and broke it or what.
That sometimes happens.
Then as far as the master toilet ceiling is where that light's hanging by its own wires. Needs to be taken a look at. Damaged cover plate at the second bedroom upstairs. And then the other thing, of course, is I've got quite a few of the light bulbs are burnt out. They just don't replace them. It's like, oh, there's 3 lights. I'm going to get away with 2.
No yeah. I've done that too.
And then interior, some nickel and dime stuff. The laundry room door and bedroom 1 upstairs doors both rub on the jambs when you close them.
I noticed that.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
So a little adjustment in bending the hinges.
Yeah.
The only door I've got that does not latch, which may be a door you want to latch, is the hall bathroom.
Oh no!
Actually, you can close it, and it sounds like it latched, but if you just take the handle and pull, it opens right back up again. So yeah, the strike plate needs to be adjusted when you close the door for it to fall into the hole. It's down here a little bit, so just adjusting. Talked about already about the window springs both at the kitchen ceiling and also at that master. Let's see here. I need to add one more quick thing here. Beautiful. And here's where I've got the screens. I actually have a couple of them that are damaged also besides missing.
All right.
The dog, I guess I'm assuming maybe ripped up that screen here in the living room. So that one they took off, but then we've also got holes there, and I've got one also upstairs facing east. There's about a 2-inch by 2-inch hole in that one also. I don't know why. Almost like somebody took scissors to it. It's such a perfect hole missing out of the screen. So a little bit of rescreening would be good.
Yes. Yeah.
This one, I hope they still have the frame. If they got the frame, you can take that down to any place and have it rescreened. But I'm afraid if you don't have a frame, it's expensive. Didn't have any major cracks in the ceilings or anywhere else. All the tiles on the floor look great. Didn't see any major cracks in the tiles.
I told Craig, when I first saw that, I thought it was broken tile. And I said, oh, that's the way it's made.
Yep, it is the way it's made. Kind of odd. And let's see here. All the ceiling fans are working correctly. Smoke detectors are in the bedrooms besides the hallway. Carbon monoxide testers did get installed upstairs and downstairs. So we're good with the carbons.
The smoke detectors, batteries, they working?
They're electric and battery. They're both.
That's for audio.
And they did put them in the bedrooms too, besides the hallway, which is nice to see. Now laundry, you just have the 240 electric. You don't have any gas behind the dryer for a gas dryer. I don't know whether or not you have an electric dryer or gas. It's
I
electric,
think we
no
have
problem.
electric. I think we have
If it is
electric
gas,
drive.
you would have to figure out a way to get it plumbed from the
Oh,
attic down through the
no.
wall, because there's gas in the attic for the furnace.
We're gonna have to get new appliances anyway because those
Okay.
are side by sides. We can't make
Yeah.
them as stackables.
But anyway, at this point, they do have the 220 electric at least.
Yeah.
Up in the attic, really good insulation. I got 14 inches of insulation. I mean, you will never have to add insulation to this house ever.
Oh,
It's
that's
really
good.
good.
To know.
Nothing there. Out in the garage, what I can see of the garage, I didn't see any cracks in the floors. The venting was good out there. Since you do have a combustible water heater, you do have to have venting. You do. They're in actually the roll-up garage door. I'm going to mention that door coming into the house, the weather stripping and the jam. It's all been beaten up by the dogs. The opener, the safety features, and the auto reverse are all working okay on the door. So if the door
alright.
hits something on the way down, it'll kick and reverse and go back up again.
Oh, great.
It is doing all the safety features.
Does it have a manual thing to
Yes.
it?
If you want to pull the rope in case the electricity went off or
that's what I'm
something,
saying. Yeah, because
you sure can.
that could mess a person up trying to get to
You're
work.
trying to get out. Yeah, no, that's not going to work. Well, hopefully
Alright.
you get their stuff out of there so you can get a car in.
I know.
And let's see, our kitchen, a few chips in
Wow.
the sink. I don't know if you noticed the chips underneath some of the dishes in there. But anyway,
Yeah.
the damaged hinge on that one door we talked about.
Right.
Garbage disposal, range oven, everything worked great except for just the buttons that are on the front of the
Did-
control panel.
Yeah. Did you notice that the dishwasher door is kind of weak?
No,
not
and I think
full.
the reason why is one of the screws is missing in the dishwasher up
Oh.
underneath. It,
Alright.
I don't
Well,
know why
then-
it fell out, but it did. So now the
Well,
whole
that
dishwasher on the right hand side kind
Yeah.
of wiggles.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Oh, here's the other big one is on the microwave. Numbers 1 through 6 do not work on the microwave. Only 7, 8, and 9 will work, which is a bummer because if you want anything like 6 minutes and 30 seconds, it's 6 and nothing. You're done.
How odd is that for the microwave?
Yeah, you can't get it. So anything that starts or has a number other than 7, 8, and 9 does not work on the microwave.
It looks like it's
So
throughout the whole.
They're both done. Both
Whole
it and probably
house.
the oven.
It looks like they use their kitchen quite a bit. Their stove and their microwave.
Yeah,
Like that
I agree.
was really used.
Yeah, I agree. Let's see here, and nothing else there. And last is the bathrooms. You have the half bathroom downstairs with the hall and the master up. All 3 toilets are perfect, no leaks, no cracks, and none of them are loose.
Oh, good.
As far as the sinks go in the bathroom, just that left master sink drain. That whole thing needs to be replaced. It's all busted up down around the drain thing. And bathtub's fine. The only thing I've got is that tub spout with the little pull-up thing. It's broken now. You can't use it. It has to be replaced for that shower diverter. And
So
I've got
it's
there
stuck on
the
shower. It's stuck on
it's
shower.
stuck on shower.
All
Yeah,
right.
hot tub. And I did mention about the caulking around that, but it's like it's worthless. You don't want to caulk that one because it's the one that needs to be thrown away. So yeah. And I do check to make sure that the hot and the cold is all correct. Hot's on the left, cold's on the right. We're going to be backwards plumbing in the house. Perfect. The guy did an excellent job. Both electrician and plumber did a great job on this house.
Great.
And that's it. Now in my report, just so you see it real quick here, like this is the bathroom page, here's the bathtub and the shower. I'll put it in red if there's something, even though don't take the time to read all the check boxes. It takes forever and it's worthless. They all are fine. But even if I check a box that's damaged or not correct, I'll go ahead and put it in red.
Oh, great.
So
Yeah.
it's like, oh, this is perfectly fine.
Right.
Nothing there at all. I mean, I'll check the boxes.
Easy.
That's it.
Donnie and I go over it. That's
So if you go
very
over it,
good.
and yeah, if you have any questions, definitely when you get this, let's see here, at the very top will be my phone number. This will be the page that you'll get, and it has my phone number on it. I'm over in Roseville. And give me a call if you have questions on it. If he's going over it too, I know this is kind of hard to do it through a video thing, so if he's got some other questions, tell him to call
All
me.
right. We'll
So,
do. My goodness, you're thorough.
Oh, good.
My.
That's it.